Hello, welcome, thank you for tuning in. This here is a Swift Champagne 604. Does that mean it's a bit longer than 6 meters? No, it's actually less than 6 meters. They really should be calling it the 594 or 595. I have no idea. It's not relevant. It's not relevant right now. What is relevant is the reason why you've tuned in. I'm guessing it's because you're interested possibly in a motorhome that is less than 6 meters long. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Can it tick all the boxes? Let's find out. I did think about maybe taking my camper to a really nice location, a forest or a nice open area with great scenery. But then I thought, that doesn't really matter, does it? Because you're only really interested in seeing the inside and the outside of this. I could take it to the Serengeti. Really wouldn't make any difference, would it? No, it wouldn't. Should we get on with it? We really should. This is my camper. Now, I got this because it was less than 6 meters, and that was really important to me, because I've had campers that have been longer than that. 6 meters means A, I can park it in a supermarket car park, that's a bonus, and B, turns out it's a lot cheaper to go on ferries, because next week I'm going to Scotland and I've just booked some ferries and it's a lot cheaper. But how much more expensive, I hear you ask? Well, the ferry to one of the islands, I can't remember which one, was £80 return. If this was just an inch longer, over 6 meters, well, it would cost me, I think it was £200 return. So quite a big difference. And if you do that regular, which I don't, it would be a big saving. But being 6 meters, is it too small inside? Well, before we get to the inside, let's have a look at the outside. A few bits I want to run over first. A few obvious bits. Here, we have a gas point, a Truma gas point. That's handy. I never carry a gas barbecue. Never going to use that. Other things, oh, there we go. This is your 230 socket, 3-pin socket right there. What else? Outlet for your heater. You know that stuff anyway. We've also got the awning as well, and we've got exterior awning lights. Exciting stuff. Oh, 16-inch alloys as well. I might change those out and get some all-terrain BF Goodrich tyres. I fancy giving it a sort of more roughy look, a bit more off-road capability, kind of. Well, I'm going to Scotland. I could better get a shift on if I want to get them going next week. Shall I show you the other side? Okay. Right, now before I get to the lockers, let's have a look down here. This is the Truma external shower. Look at that, somehow. I've never used it, probably never going to use it, but it's there. Obviously the fridge vents further down, water in. Oh, this is good as well. This little plug here, if I can get it off, he said, there we go. I've got a little pump. This came with a pump that if you can't fill up anywhere, get a bucket of water and put the pump in there, plug it in, Bob's your uncle, job's a good one, fill your tank up that way. It's handy, handy. And of course down here, offshore hookup as well. Down the bottom, you know, you've got your waste and your fresh water, you know, outlets down there. The best thing about those compared with my old ones, on my old ones I had to get under there and turn it, you know. These are all automatic. There's a little switch inside and it just opens and closes. I think that's brilliant, that is. Right, to the lockers. Now, yes, 6 meters, you're not going to get a lot of garage storage space. This in theory is the main storage, so let me show you this first. You said, oh, it's a bit stiff, this top one. There we go. Right. Not a lot. You've got 2 shelves, bit in the bottom there. That really is it. The thing is, me and my partner, when we go traveling, we do go light and we move on every single day. So I've realised that that's probably not too bad, because our last camper had loads of space and we always carried too much stuff. So in here though, there's a bit more space. It's got room for 2 gas bottles in there. I've only got one at the moment, so there's an awful lot of space in here if you want to put more bits and pieces. Down below, back of the toilet, and look, there's a surprising amount of room in there as well. Not bad. Yeah, I think that's this side done. Coming around the back, we do have the ability to put a bike rack on. The thole bars there are already in place, which is handy. window. That's for the bathroom. That's really handy, that. Also a reversing camera. That's a must. There's something I forgot to mention, isn't there? Yes, it's how much I paid for it. Well, it's 2 years old, just over, and it's got 6,000 miles on the clock, roundabout. I paid almost £60,000 for it. I know, it's a lot of money, but they're all a lot of money these days. You know that as well as I do. That does include my insurance and an immobiliser that I had to get fitted, because if I didn't get the immobiliser fitted, the insurance would have been absolutely sky high. So I was a bit disappointed by that. I've also bought a gas bottle and a few other bits and pieces, so just shy of 60,000. Now I know for that money I could have got one that's a metre longer, more square footage, but I definitely wanted one that's less than 6 metres. I guess we ought to get inside really, have a look around, and I'm going to open every cupboard and go, oh look, there's another cupboard, and I'm going to point at the toilet and go, there's the toilet, just like we've seen in all the other walk around videos of motorhomes. Come on, let's do it. All right, the first thing we're going to see is, of course, the inside of the door. That they all have these. The bin in there is handy. We also have a fly screen as well. Now, that fly screen is an absolute must if you're going down to the Med, or even Scotland in the summer, definitely. Nice step. Now, we'll point out these two are what I've put in, because I've got a dog. They're excellent for all these bits and pieces. Also, another interesting thing, I'll come to that in a minute. This is the lounge. Look, I'm pointing, it's the lounge area, that's obvious. What I will point out is I've put my own carpet bits in there at the moment. When you buy these, they always come with these lovely plush carpets. And quite frankly, they never get used, or if you do, you're going to ruin them in no time. So they came out and these went in. Right, where should we start? Obviously at the front. What I didn't mention is it's based on a Fiat Ducato. And I've gone, I've gone for the sexy 9-speed one. And it's got all the bits and pieces, all the aircon. I'm very pleased about that. Obviously, swivel chairs, all the usual stuff. And up the top here, we've got a really nice big panoramic window as well, with obviously the blinds that, you know, do all the usual bits and pieces. And that opens right up. Got a bit of storage as well, either side here. I do wish they'd maybe put a little lip on here, because you can't put stuff on here and drive because it would just fall off. So that would have been nice if they just maybe reconfigured that a little. Oh, see these? Double USB there, double USB there. That doesn't come with it. I put those in because it really lacks USBs. Yeah, it's not perfect. We do have a 3-pin here. I guess that's for when you're in bed. And we got these lamps here as well, which are map reading and bed stuff as well, I guess. All that kind of stuff. Now, coming back. The lounge area. There it is, look at that. Right, I'm gonna put the camera here, hopefully. There you go, can you see me? I wanted a big lounge, I really did. This is so comfy. And I got exactly what I wanted. Okay, bits I'm not so happy with. This table here is fixed in place. I mean, obviously you can move it around and so forth, and it goes up and down to form a part of a bed. You may be thinking, this is the only bed. You'll be wrong, because technically this is a 4-berth. I wouldn't want to be in here with 4 people. I really think it's for 2 people. We've got a bed above, which I'll show you that in a minute. It does have seatbelt anchor points there, so you obviously can drive around with 4 people in it without so much of an issue. And this middle bit here, I'll show you this bit here. Oh, they are supposed to be connected to the back, but I just don't bother, to be honest with you. This comes out here, and you've got a little flabble bit. Flabble? What's a flabble? Flap. That flap there lifts up so you can put your feet down in there. Under here, I will show you that now. There is all the electronics are in there as well. Under this side here, all right then, come on, you've asked for it. I'll show you. What's that doing? There's a pen there. Forgot to mention, there's a lot of stuff in here that is kind of my camping stuff, so please ignore what we find in the cupboards. Right, back to this bit here. This here is under here. It's just difficult doing this with one hand, you know. I'm going to take it all out. There we go. Water tank. Right, that's for my dog, by the way. So under here, I'm not sure what this flat bit does really. Right, there we go. Access to your water tank. Needs a bit of a vac out. And an access hole there for cleaning it if you really need to. I forgot to show you as well, this table, obviously it can do that. and it turns around and it goes up and down. And we have an extension piece that sits on the side here. So when you're sitting here, you've got a huge big table for 4 people if you want to. There's another piece that slots on here, which is in the cupboard. But I'm going to show you where the electrics are, which is under here. Right, how do I do this? Oh yeah, like that, like that. Right, come on, let's have a look. So what we got here? Oh, there we go. So it's the Sargent, it's that one there. We've got an inverter over the back there, some fuses, and as you can see all around it, a little bit of storage here and there, and it's got everything written there as well for all your fuses. Pretty straightforward. Right. Right. Under this side is your boiler. Let's have a look under there. Oh, he's connected. So yeah, these do have little connectors on them to stop everything from, you know, flying around. And that just lifts up like so. Lots of storage in there. Let me get a close up on that. So there's your boiler. You really wouldn't want to store anything in there, but in here there's quite a bit. I'll move this out of the way, you can see. And at the back there, there's all your water pumps and your filter. So now we can move on to a favourite bit, which is opening cupboards. We got 2 on this side here. Nothing that exciting, all the way through. They're quite deep actually, not bad at all. I'll pick the camera up and show you this side because slightly different on this side. That's a normal one. That's going to be my drinks cabinet in there. Now this one holds the motor. It's actually, oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. This is just a fake cupboard because behind here is the motor for the bed that's above me. I'll tell you what I do like about it while we're here. I like all this kind of trim here. You see all this? I think it's really nice. I think it's nicely done. And I really, really like the sculpturing they've done here as well. If you look at this here, coming up and around. I think that's lovely, that is. Gives it quite a plush look. Yeah. Now over this side here, we also have a bracket for a TV, and we have some more sockets up here. A 3-pin, a TV, and we've also, oh, I'll get up a bit closer. There you go, 3-pin TV and 2 USBs. And there's a light up there as well. That is really for the bedroom area. That'll make sense in a minute. All right, we'll come to the kitchen in a sec. Have I finished the lounge area? Have I finished? Yes, I think I have. Right, over here we have the control panel. Right, so, this is funky doory stuff. It literally is all touch sensitive like there. There's the pump, awning light and so forth. Go to the power management. We've got solar. Yes, we have. We've got solar on the roof. I think it's 100 watts up there. Lots of things you can do with this. He said, go back. Oh, what's going on there? There we go, there we go. All water, so you got your fresh thing. And look, empty it just by pressing a button. Fancy, I love it, I love it. Over here is the trauma heater controls, usual bits there. Now onto the bed. There's the bed up there. We've got a little safety catch here. We've got to undo that first before we can let it down. And bearing in mind, it's got my mustard colour bed sheets on there. Ignore those. But to get it down, we have to insert a key. Where's the key go? Right, key. Right, here's a key. Oh, very professional. Right, key goes in there. Turn the key first. That then comes around. And then we, oh, there she goes. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? Now, I tend to take it down to just above there. Oh, there we go. Like so. There you go. Now, it's a small double. It's what they call these French ones. Oh my God, look at the state of that. I think I'm gonna have to wash that before I go to Scotland. Ignore it, ignore it. Right, so we've got these 2 kind of blind things that come down as well that block out the window and it stops things falling down the back, I think, more than anything. One thing it has that I'm not a massive fan of is if you look underneath, it's got this kind of netting thing. Now this netting thing comes out and hooks up here sort of thing, and it kind of acts as like a shield. I guess if you've got kids sleeping up there, they won't fall out. Never going to use that. It also comes with a ladder, but I found the ladder, it was just a pain. The ladder's a pain. You either got to have the bed higher up or whatever. what I prefer is to keep it exactly as it is, and I can still go under here. I can climb up on the seat and I get in the bed that way. Now also that light I mentioned up there is perfect for when you're in the bed here as well, because otherwise you've got to get over because the switches are down there for those. Oh, and of course we've got a vent up top as well. And in the kitchen area, let's come around to the kitchen area. We do have that as well to get rid of or pull in fresh air. Superb. So there you have it. There's the bed. Now, this of course is also a double bed as well. So technically 4 people, 3 people, okay, 2 people, brilliant. Right, onto the kitchen. In my last motorhome, I had a really big kitchen, and because I love cooking, and it was actually too big. I realised we didn't need as much. So this, I didn't mind this being part of the compromise, being slightly smaller. I do like all the lighting though. In fact, it's not only there, but it's all along here as well. This LED lighting across here. We've got to mention underneath here, we've got these mood lights as well. We've got 4 of those, which is cool. All of these are dimmable as well by the controller up there. Coming over here, so up the top, what we got? We obviously have a microwave, but that only works when you've got external hookup. Up here, look, a cupboard, and I'm going to point at stuff. Look, cupboard. Actually, that could do with, that's a little bit, I have to fix that. I built this, by the way, because I wanted somewhere to store better stuff, and we also have, that's the solar MPP charger up there. Further down, a couple of sockets there, light switch there. This is obviously to run cables down if you want to put stuff there. Nice big sink. I like a big sink, makes a huge difference. This is in fact the second tap I've had fitted, because the first one, unfortunately, I don't know what happened, faulty, it was leaking, got that replaced. Superb. Again, I love this, I really do. It's cool. Right, so coming down the front here, big cupboard here. Now, obviously a little bit impeded by the door, can't have everything. I've, if they work, which they, oh yes they do, look. I've put these motion sensor lights in there. I've got 2 of them, but the top one I think is currently out of power. So we've got a little area down the front here, which I've got my boards in, as you can see down there, because the wheel arch is behind there. There is loads of space under here. Oh, and we got this as well for your drawer. Got a bit of a bow on that, I'd say a little bit there if there's too much weight, but you know. Only knife and forks in there, coming through to here, and then I put the rest of my bits in there. And look, another drawer of sorts, cupboard, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to go in there, junk. I'll fill it up with nonsense. Oven, you know all of these, Thetford oven, 4-burner, glass hob. And as you well know, when you drive along, I have to put a tea towel there because the thing rattles. But that's cool. Electronic ignition, always get that. Don't get that Piazzo thing, rubbish then. Of course, you've got everyone's favourite, banana, there you go. Over this side, we have storage down here. What's down here? It's quite large, and you've got all your gas shut-off valves up there as well. So it's a nice big cupboard. This is a really weird thin one, but handy for certain things. This is a table that I have outside and not much else. Big top cupboard. Huge actually, and at the back there you can see there is the thing for the TV. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a TV in here, to be honest with you. And this fridge, let's switch it on. Should we switch it on? As you can see inside the light, there we go. You know this one, if you haven't seen it before, you can open it from both ways. So there, look at the size of that. That's great. The best bit, so there, open it that way. Close. Watch, magic. It's magic. Ta-da! You can open it that way. That's cool. Oh, big freezer compartment as well, he said. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Cool. Probably needs a bit of clean, to be fair. Right, so that's cool. Another big cupboard here. Oh, big long cupboard, actually, all the way to the top, down to the bottom. In here, it's currently full up with my deck chairs. This is the aerial piece that goes up for the TV. And further down, I've got the ramps. These are my ramps, you know, the sort of things to level up. And, oh, a pair of shoes. I wonder where they've gone. I was looking for them the other day. That's where they are. And lastly, we've got the bathroom to look at. Totally independent bathroom. Let's have a look. Oh, look, I'm going to point at the toilet. Look, that's a toilet. And it swivels, but you know that, you know all this stuff. Yes, we have the window here, which I'm really impressed with, and another one up the top, so quite easy to vent out. I've put these hooks in after hooks, as it were, just to towels and what have you. Nice big cupboard here as well, check that out, look. Oh, let's put some lights on, there we are. Oh, so big, I put my hand in, you can see how big they are. Yeah, really pleased with those. He said trying to shut it. All right, there you go. Sink. Yeah, I mean, you know all this stuff. This big storage cupboard. Look at that, all the way up. This is part of the infill, by the way, for the you know, the bed down there. I love that. Now turning around. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's a bit flash, isn't it? Yeah. Now, if you look down here, these are blinds I've just dumped in here. These click onto the front of the windscreen, thermal blinds, which I think are really cool. Great shower, actually. Yeah, really pleased with that. So let's chuck all those back in there. There we go. In you go. In you go. Oh, oh. And of course, there you are. Yeah, that sort of does that. Yeah, you get it. You understand. You understand. There's a little hook there just to keep it closed. Oh, down there. I haven't shown you this, have I? And another one, another cupboard down there. There we go. Right, well, I think that is just about the whole tour. Yeah, it didn't take long. It's not very big, is it? It does drive really nice. I'll tell you that much for nothing. I am impressed with it, and it's everything I wanted. So if it's really hot, two of you could sleep below, be a bit cooler, or you could separate, one up top, one below. I can have the bed halfway down when my girlfriend, she likes to have a lie-in. She can stay there and I can still get out, get round, make a cup of tea. The dog will be below. It could be just perfect. I really hope it's going to work. But I will report back after my trip to Scotland to see how that goes. Yeah, well, that's about it really, isn't it? I'm going to say thanks for watching. It's a bit of a funny old video for the sort of stuff I do, but I really wanted to share it with you. And if you are thinking of a sub 6 metre camper, I've looked at a lot, and this just takes it over the edge for me. A lot of the others, very similar layout, but there's things that weren't quite right, but this just about does it all. Yep, that's it. Thanks again, guys. Please do press that subscribe button. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.